Hello everyone and welcome to Fans POV this week's Sound Off. I am your host Christy Lawler and we're going to go over the usual. We're going to go over the top headlines and highlights and posts in the fandom, nerd, convention, cosplay community. So we're going to get started with our top 3 headlines for the week. Headline number 1, cosplay fan fined $1,000 for causing an alarm. Apparently a cosplayer was in public and he had with him fake guns, and apparently some of his motions and actions actually frightened public people in the area, and the police were called. And yeah, you gotta be careful in public, guys. Gotta be careful in public. Alright, next headline. Oops, wrong button. Researcher behind cosplay sex survey emailed to Phoenix Comic-Con speaks. A college survey trying to correlate the cosplay, a survey of cosplay and relationship sex habits was sent to Phoenix Comic-Con email list. Phoenix Comic-Con did state that their email list was not given out. They actually received the link from the researchers and emailed it to their subscriber list, and they do apologize for any, I guess, how people reacted to it. They said that if they are trying to redo it so that it does not go to inappropriate people and such. Yeah. Alright, and our last headline is local businesses offer Comic-Con alternative. 2 businesses, a comic book shop and a brisket smokehouse near San Diego, are offering a event day where they will have autograph signings and such, while the Brisket House Smokehouse has their own event, so that anyone who's waiting for Comic-Con, they have something else to do before Comic-Con arrives. So kind of like almost like a here while you wait, enjoy this. Alright, those are our 3 headlines, and moving along is this past week's Sound Off picture. What is your wolf name? And we're gonna see on we didn't get a lot of responses on this one. No, not a lot. Let's see, we got Butterfly Lupus, Jolly Mystic. Let's see, on Facebook, Avalon Mystic. Alright, some pretty names. I guess might as well do mine. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Nightly Mage. That actually sounds kind of cool. Let's do Ernie. Let's see. Ernie is... I don't know Ernie's middle name. I know Pirate Chris. I know Pirate Chris's middle name. Let's see. Candid Healer. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I don't know too many of the other guys' middle names, so I can't do that. Let's do John I. Jolly Siren. That's interesting. It's funny how some of these names don't correlate with personalities, but some do. Alright. Well, like I said, that was this past week's Sound Off. So for next week's Sound Off, you're going to have to wait until the end of the video, and then I will have this week's Sound Off. Alright, moving along is our con tip of the week. Making food and snacks for a con. You're gonna, like I said, for the whole thing, you can check our website. I'll just do a little brief read over. Basically, make sure you have snacks usually for the car ride, for the trip to the hotel room. It helps to have these things at the convention, because say you don't have the time to really stop or the money to really stop and have a meal constantly, snacks do help during the day, like, you know, cereal bars, little cookie sandwiches, stuff like that. I know with our group, we always make sure we have Fiber One bars, cereal bars, you know, Kellogg's fruit bars, stuff like that. Something to help sustain you during the day until it's time until you have to have a meal. But definitely check the website for the full, you know, article. The little, I think Ricardo wrote it. So if you want to go check that out. And next up is our cosplay of the week, and it is right up my alley, DC Universe. We have the Question and Huntress from Justice League. We have the Huntress cosplayer is Jilly Kins, and photographer is Kelly Koch. Now this is a really cool, I personally saw it and I loved it. It's definitely gives us a feel for the characters. The costumes are fantastic, and I like the location for the shoot. I think there were other pictures taken at this shoot, but I can only find, this was the clear good one that I could find, that I found. So I thought it was really cool. Definitely give them all a check out. It's an awesome cosplay. Alright, now this week is our Hero of Cosplay, where we highlight someone or a group who are giving good positive influence into the community. This week is X-Zero Rosemaiden OX Cosplay. She's a Long Island cosplayer. We've met her at a couple of conventions. She's definitely just a sweetheart. This week she happens to be on Instagram. She's doing a special event for a little girl who's a big Sailor Moon fan, and Rosemaiden is a Sailor Moon cosplayer. So right now she's trying to get any donations of Sailor Moon merchandise, memorabilia, to bring to this little girl. So definitely give a check out to her Instagram page. We did share it on our Instagram page, but she's just the fact that she wants to do this for the little girl, and it's a great job. It's just really heartwarming, and it's always great to help and encourage and have fun with the younger fans. So definitely give Rosemaiden a check out. Alright, and now we're moving along to our page model segment. This week's page model is one of our newest page models, Aurelian Cosplay. And the link doesn't want to work for me. No. Alright, let me just, thank God I follow her. There she is. Alright, Aurelian Cosplay is part of a sister duo cosplayer up here on Long Island, New York. We met Aurelian and her sister a couple years ago. We were supposed to do a cosplay shoot with them at Immortal Con, and because of bad weather we had to cancel the shoot because Ernie couldn't come up with all the cameras. So we ended up doing a shoot with her later on in the year, and the two of them, we had so much fun together. She does Disney princesses, Sailor Moon characters. She has done Ladybug, Miraculous Ladybug. She does Star Wars. She's done a ton of stuff, and she is a sweetheart. She is so sweet and bubbly, and she's a lot of fun. Definitely give her a check out. She is on Instagram and Facebook. I think she's also on YouTube, but I think she's just getting started on YouTube. So definitely give her a check out. Alright. And next is just some stuff we've done, photo shoots that we have done. We're just going to highlight this one we're going to highlight is Leanna Carissa Cosplay as Ballroom Belle from the 1989 version of Beauty and the Beast, and this was shot around Christmas at the Washington DC Temple. So Ernie had fun with this one because Ernie always has fun with those DC shoots. So definitely give that a check out. And moving right along to our dealer spotlight, we have right here is Robot 100101. You can find them on Etsy, and they do a lot of decals that you can put on like your wall and I'm sure on other surfaces. They range different images. They range from like BioShock to Mystery Science Theater, which I know quite a few people in our group, in our staff, love. Next is our artist spotlight, which we have here is Kaiju Samurai. They do a lot of awesome battle scenes and such. The one we actually have highlighted on our website is Godzilla vs. King Kong, which that is also something a few members of our staff really love, and I think that's a lot of people say that's the rumor for the next movie. Since we've had a Godzilla movie, we've had a King Kong movie, we're getting a King Kong movie that they're leading into a King Kong versus Godzilla. That should be interesting. Alrighty, moving back along, we have our Music Monday. Is Beauty and the Beast cosplayers in honor of the movie coming out. We have right here the ending shoot. It's the ending shot, and also Link coming soon. Apparently, that's what's in quotation marks. All right, watching Wednesday is We have recommendation is Panzer Dragoon. Let me open up the page. And not found. Thanks a lot, guys. It's let's see. I'm trying to read from a little blurb that Ernie gave me. Let's see. It's Panzer Dragoon. It is I think a video game edition. That's what it says here. Watching Wednesday video game edition. Panzer Dragoon. So unfortunately, I can't give you too much about that. I'm not knowledgeable, and the link won't work. So definitely give that take a look head to our website or our Facebook page, and you can take a look. Moving along is Throwback Thursday. This past weekend was the bring back of the Long Island Convention Icon, which is our home convention, and basically most of us all got started cosplaying and doing videography at conventions. So our Throwback Thursday is Ernie's first Icon, where he did a documentary, Icon 26, My Story. This was basically, I think it was me, Pirate Chris, and a few of the other guys have been going for a couple of years, and we dragged Ernie along that year. I think that was 2007. Yes, 2007, because then we dragged him along to Otakon that year. Yes, this was Icon 26, 2007, Ernie's first Icon versus convention, and was basically the beginning of all of this. Alright, moving along is our Feature Friday, is Juan's review of the Nintendo Switch. Definitely give that a check out. Alright, moving along is our Saturday skit, Ratchet Cosplay Hour Best in Show skit at OhioCon 2017, based on Mystic Messenger. So, go take a look. Alright, and time for our convention update. Ernie is going to be at the Kennedy Center for the DC cosplay shoot on March 26th with cosplay page models Shazuhime, Fairwind, and nope. Scratch that. It's just Ernie is going to be at the Kennedy Center Sunday, March 26th for the DC cosplay shoot. Cosplay page models Shazuhime, Fairwind, and Aurelian Cosplay will be at Anime Boston in Boston, Massachusetts, March 31st through April 2nd. So if you see them, please say hi, high fives, selfies, compliment them on their awesome cosplays. If you think they're awesome, we think they're awesome. So, alright, and like I promised earlier, here is this week's Sound Off. What con goer are you? These are some pretty good, they're pretty much the basics. You know, panelists, center stage, paparazzi, money bags, tag along. Yep. I think I've got at least one of each of these in my hotel room usually. I think I'm like half of them. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty. And that is this week's Sound Off. If you'd like to keep up with future Sound Offs, past Sound Offs, future convention videos, CMVs, convention wrap-up shows, please subscribe here to us on YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. We're on Periscope, but I don't think many people are on Periscope anymore. But definitely gonna follow us all at the Fans POV. And that's it from me. I'm your host, Chrissy Lawler, and next week you will see Juan's face on this camera. Well, not this camera, on the screen, because this is my camera. Yeah. Alright. See you guys later. Bye.